The best way to get better at programming is to practice. And in this example, we are creating a class that we've been working on the last couple examples. In this example, we're going to work on creating some additional methods outside of our constructors and outside of our getters and setters. As always, this file is available for download using a link provided below in the description. We'll pause for a few seconds so you can download the file, and then you can either attempt it on your own and then check your answer, or you can simply follow along with us. Alright, so let's get started. So you'll notice I have everything set up just like I did in the previous examples. We have first name, last name, and age. We have our overload constructors, and we have our getters and setters. Nothing has changed there except for the class name. Now we're on class 4 because this is our 4th step in the example. So what are we going to do? Well, we want to have a way to print out the full name. So I'm going to create a public method. It's going to return a string, and then we're going to say, in this case, get full name. Now with this, we're going to do a little bit of work because what happens if a person maybe only has a first name, okay? And we see some examples of that, and they don't have a last name. It's not typical, but we want to provide for all situations. Well, we have a couple of different values here. So what I want to do is I want to create a temporary string that's going to hold what I'm going to return. So I'm going to say string full name. And then I'm going to return full name. Okay, so this gives me something that's going to return it. I've not actually created the string yet, which is why it's kind of yelling at me. Now, I've not done anything with full name, and that's why it's giving me that error. If you notice that red underline, it could be, and it is going to be a null value, which that's a problem. So what I'm going to do to fix that is I'm going to assign full name equal to the first name. We're going to assume that you'll have a first name. If you're missing something, you're missing the last name. So we're going to say full name equals this dot first name. Now that error goes away, we're going to have some sort of value. I'm then going to have a condition. I'm going to say if this dot last name is not equal to an empty string. So if we have a case where the last name is not equal to an empty string, I want to add the first name and last name together. So I'll say full name plus equals. So we're going to take whatever is in our full name, we're going to add to it a space because we have a space between the first name and last name. And then we're going to add this dot last name. So now we always have full name is equal to first name. If they do have a last name, we're going to add a space, and we're going to then add the last name, and then we will return the full name regardless. So this is a really simple method. We can access the first name and last name even though they're private because this is a method that is inside the class. And any method that is inside a class has full access to all the attributes that are defined inside the class. So in this case, first name, last name, and even age. So this is a great example of that, just something that you can easily check and use. Hopefully you found this video helpful. If so, please consider giving the video a like and subscribing to the channel for more videos on how to get better at programming in Java.